Hello everyone, welcome back into another episode of Last Protagonist Plays The Last Faith. I hope you guys are doing well as usual. So on yesterday's stream, we went through the town whose name I cannot recall, so I've been calling it Tiddlywinks, I think, and explored as much of it as we could. We ran into Lisa again, the girl that we've seen on the rooftops a couple of places. She got angry at us. We had a duel. I won. And then immediately after that duel, I was accosted by a gigantic demon Wendigo monster guy that's kind of like all the other demon Wendigo monster guys that we've seen so far. And I only did a couple attempts against him because it was already so late last night. So we'll be picking things up from there, fighting Marduk, I don't remember. Anyway, Metal Wolf Jitrick asks next. Welcome back in, everybody. How are you all doing? Manfred? Damn it. Apparently I misremembered the name. Manfred. Okay. So I might have to fight the girl again because I didn't come back to the shrine. Although if I have 8470, I think that's enough. Where was I at? Here. Okay. So Manfred is your favorite boss in the game? Wait, am I in the right spot? Yeah. Forgot. This is freaking annoying. Come on, bro. Thank you. Am I enjoying the game? Yes, actually, I am. Other than that very odd jump. It's been pretty enjoyable so far in terms of the pacing of the combat and whatnot. So to get for trying to read chat, I'm gonna probably just walk into that boss room and then die immediately, so I can go back into it with full vials. Oh. Okay, I have 72. That's a good amount to start off with. Okay, so do I have to fight her again? Curses.
Leave this. Who? Your soul will be
Just turn up my volume.
By my own hand.
I think I could probably beat her this time around. Not with full flasks. I dodged too soon. Wait, why is she still facing that way? Kinda figured she was gonna spam her heal. We're gonna heal again. Can I stop her? Hell yeah, okay.
You will regret this, foolish traveler. Curse.
Alright. Foe defeated. So I'm going to regret that, apparently. But I'm not going to heal against this dude. This will be a bit of a refresher, so this way I don't waste my limited supply of vials. Because I might need all of them. I got him down to about half health once yesterday, and got him to phase right before I ended. And then... okay. It's very tempted to heal right then. Okay, so he headbutted me. I'll need to figure out the spacing on that attack a little bit better. Quick question, can I save after beating Lisa to avoid fighting her again, or is this auto-saved? So I fought her last night. It should probably be auto-saved, but maybe because I didn't go back to the shrine itself, that much wasn't saved. I just exited out to the main menu. Oh, that was the wrong spell. Actually, that might not have been the wrong spell, really. That did a good chunk of damage. Oh. Doesn't help if I angle it that way. Okay, so there's a little bit of a delay there that I can make work. But I'm already out of mana, which is not great. So I guess if I'm trying to not huff a bunch of crystals during the fight, I need to think about that a bit more. What was I supposed to do there? I guess I'll heal for the practice. So blood bubbles hurt a lot. Alright. So I will try to dodge the landing and then dodge back into him. Hey Robbie, welcome back in. We might be a bit underleveled, really? Did I come here too early then? Because it didn't seem like I did. Heals restock on death, but they're like blood vials in that I have a limited inventory from purchasing them, essentially. It's one of the weaker parts of the game. Like, it has not been expensive, not nearly as expensive as actual blood vials. Oh, that's lame. So the third hit is an overhand plan. Is this boss harder than Isidora from Blasphemous 1 and Everterno from Blasphemous 2? I honestly don't remember them well enough to say. And I've only fought this boss briefly. I don't think there were too many Blasphemous bosses that I thought were particularly difficult. Only like one or two. Alright, so don't jump, just dash. Okay. Apparently I walked into that. We're dying in 2 to 3 hits. Well, to be fair, I've not been upgrading my health very much, but I mean, dying in 2 to 3 hits just means I need to not get hit so frequently. I don't particularly feel super underleveled. Like, if anything, I feel like I need to deal more damage than not being tanky enough. Like, part of the reason why I'm not healing so much is because I'm still just trying to learn the fight. Okay. Uh-oh. Ooh. But I will need to be better at reading that, because I could have dashed toward him and I think I would have been perfectly fine. I guess I thought he was doing the 3-piece combo meal. Hey Halo, how's it going? I don't feel like I'm that low of a vigor, Andy, but I certainly have not been pumping that as high as it could have been. can get out of the way. Oh, I almost rolled into that. Well, that was so delayed. Like, my guy just walked instead of rolled, and there's no way I had a rolling cooldown right then. He's super tanky. Yeah. I mean, I don't feel like my damage is super terrible. I just... It could be a little bit better, and of course I could be buffing my weapon, and that might help. If I had more focus, I would be using spells a little bit more often, but I also don't want to be expending them. I guess I was out of his range. Should have realized I was too close to that other wall. Probably heal now. Take this a little bit more seriously. Yeah. Alright, we're getting him close to getting phase, but I'm out of mana now. It sounded like that's a phase transition. It's too close to the wall. Alright, I don't think we're there yet. Now we are. Where does he land? Okay. I should have jumped. What the hell? Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Wait, does that do not deal damage? Is that a premonition? I'm out of mana. Okay, no, he deals damage. Sorry for just punching the mic. Had to scratch me face. Alright, so... I feel like I'll stick with the medium ones for now. If need be, I could use the HP regen ones. Shadow Clone Jutsu's nuts. Who does this boss think he is? Ludwig from Bloodborne? No, it's definitely a cleric beast because it's the last faith, right? Alright, well, I'm just gonna reset. At least it's pretty forgiving in terms of regaining the Nightcruxes. I wasn't out of range. Whew. Scary. Can you jump? Oh. You got me in my animation. Feels bad. Ah! I'm gonna get hit. Oh, I didn't get hit. Curses. Yeah, pretty much. I guess there's gonna be a few moves that I'm gonna need to fish for him to do for me to heal immediately after. Because otherwise, I'm not gonna be catching this dude. That's annoying. That's definitely my fault, but it's still annoying. Oh my goodness. That's so annoying. So I'm pretty much low on heals. I'm not going to try to do the magic strat. Alright, so Shadow Clone Jutsu doesn't deal as much damage. Oh, I'm out of MP. FP, rather. Well. Okay. Really need to pick my spots to heal much better. Okay, noted. Nightcroc sounds like something that'd help you get over your cold and flu-like symptoms. Yeah. You wish Lawrence had his moveset? Lawrence is kind of a big disappointment for me. Why does this arena look like the old monks? I don't really understand what's going on with the factions here. But it seems like he may have drained all of the people here of their vitality, I guess. Don't know. Good question about the chairs. I need to jump when he stops. Okay. These damn bubbles. Now my buff's gone. Wait, did I not deal more damage? 181, 104. Wait, does this head get hit more? 181. Seven. Okay. So I should aim for the face after all. Versus 215. Okay. So it's kind of a marginal damage buff. Not as much as I would hope. That's so then maybe I shouldn't buff my weapon. Guess it does make me get to phase 2 slightly faster, especially if I hit him with it consistently. But sometimes the animation stuff is annoying. Yeah, it's annoying. So I pretty much have to run away from him during that, the third slam. The issue is I don't know when he's doing an overhead slam versus a bubble slam. Maybe it's tied to range or proximity to the boss. I don't know. Attack! Should probably... No, I should not heal right then. Alright. I'm gonna stop healing unless I deal a lot more damage to him. I need to jump that. Keep misreading that. Bro, he still hit me? I should have jumped higher, I guess. I was kind of lucky, I'm not gonna lie there. Couldn't recognize when that was not a skill moment. I chose wrong. Wow, okay. Hey Stella, how's it going? You think Eric would be more vigorous since he skips leg day? Yeah, I guess I'm not a dex-based character, huh? Damn it, I wasn't even really pressing that. Let me just jump into some attacks for good measure. It would probably be a lot easier to beat this dude if I just spammed this spell and regenerated my mana when it was safer. So that way I wouldn't lose so much on the war of attrition against him. Why the damn aerial bubbles? Not the big ones, but the little pellets. Get. Wait, how much damage does this do again? I'm going to test this out. I don't think it's really going to be that effective for me. Actually, I wonder if it could hit twice. If so, that might make it worthwhile, but... Oh, it hits multiple times. Okay. I don't think that did nearly as much damage. So should be dealing full damage with this. Let me double check that. Then I'll probably go back to Icicle, because that hits 3 times. Although, wasn't my axe better? I don't know. Hey, Without Horns, how's it going? Should I try the bombs? That's not a bad idea. But then that would mean I'm using a damaging consumable. Who does that? Yeah, that's... The damage isn't bad, but it's not particularly good for the cost. Alright, so we're already out of mana, that's fine. I was too late dashing away. Part of the reason I don't like to use consumables like that is because they are just that, consumables. Hey, does this stack? Probably not. No, okay, I can't do that because it's a special weapon. I'll save the block button. That works now. Wait, did I put that one back on? Yes, I did. Okay. Thought I did, but I couldn't exactly remember the difference between the stigma icons. I need to jump. I literally had no safe spot to move at that point. So the walls are lava, essentially. Effectively. What am I doing? I keep trying to dash in on that third hit, and that is objectively the wrong choice to make. I think part of it is in my head. I assume that my dodge has iframes, but it technically doesn't seem to. Or if it does have iframes, it might only last for 2 frames, and the hurt boxes that the enemy does last for a lot longer than that. I need to get off the wall. I recognized it at least, but it was too late. Don't know if jumping attack is better. It technically deals more damage per hit, but I don't think I hit as frequently. Okay, that was better. That was better, actually. I avoided the first hit, but then I misjudged the second. Attack, bro. There's something weird with jump attacks in this game sometimes. Oh, thought I should have jumped higher there. Okay. This is a hell of a lot of good progress, essentially. So I might do the actual magic strat if I need to. I'm like, how do I use my items? I hit the damn ceiling, so that's not good. I'm panicking. I don't know what those things on the ground are. That was dumb. That was so silly. I should have known better than that. Whew. Hey, Logos and Brandon Jens, welcome into the stream. Holy Malekith? Seems that way. I guess Malekith himself is technically holy, because Destined Death does holy damage, doesn't it? Alright, so my first phase last time was a lot better. Yeah, I think grounded attacks are the way to go. Until I do stuff like that. Get stuck in the animations. Oh, damn it, this is gonna hurt. Oh, no, okay. He did the other move. Should probably heal, to be honest. I'm stuck. I wasn't doing that attack, but apparently I was wrong. I was doing that attack. Fudge. Oh, I did it. Okay. Like, I was able to roll the projectiles for some reason, which is not a complaint. It's just, me not fully understanding the mechanics of the dodge. Oof, alright. He's booming. He's gonna drop some chandeliers like Messiah. This doppelganger. Man, the timing on that stuff is super tight. Get out of here, Doppelman. Well, I would have been fine. Damn, maybe that was the worst spot to stand to heal. Don't know what I was going to say. What should you jump in on first, Blasphemous 2 or this? Have you played Blasphemous 1? Because if you have played Blasphemous 1, I would suggest Blasphemous 2. But if not, then I think this is a really good game. Well, actually, I would say you should probably play Blasphemous 1 or this and just kind of leave it up to you. The way that I'd kind of compared the two games right now is that Blasphemous 1 is more akin to the speed of Dark Souls 1, whereas this is kind of more like Dark Souls 3. I don't want to say Bloodborne. It's not quite that fast, but it is a little bit snappier. But as far as the lore goes, Blasphemous 1 and 2 is better, but I think I like the combat and gameplay of this a bit more. And I'm still not entirely sure about level design. Oof, that was a weird position. I was being bad. Alright. That's what I get for glancing at chat. Just as soon as that happened, I got not tilted. I was sort of out of position, but temporally out of position. As well as, like, literal spacing. What am I doing? Alright, I am not locking in. Manfred's telling me to get locked in. Well, the problem is when a boss is this tanky, it is hard for me to focus for that extended period of time. What the hell? Like that, I should have known about already as many times as I've been hit by it. I just get too impatient and want to keep hitting the boss when there's this tanky. I shouldn't have jumped. I was dumb. Took a lot of free damage. I hesitated. Got clipped. And you all know what they say. It's a cleric beast with Medira's health bar. I mean, when you do fight cleric beast at blood level 4 and whatnot, I don't want to say it's entirely comparable, but when you're not really dealing that much damage to the boss, it can end up feeling like that sometimes. My attack was too slow, and I didn't jump high enough because I thought it was coming down faster. I'm dead. Alright, well, we managed to turn that around. Hell yeah, he hit the door himself. How's it feel, son? Oh. Should have remembered that. I was stuck in my animation. That time I should have dodged. I thought I was out of the attack space. My weapon is as upgraded as it can be right now. So this is really literally just a skill issue. Of course I could just try to outlevel this, but where's the fun in that? I dashed into him. I think I probably would have just been fine if I jumped and didn't try to delay it with the dash. Oh, that's silly. No! Okay, I think the wall saved me from the chandelier. I'm making really silly mistakes, which I should not be doing. Oh my goodness, the range. Uh-oh. He's cheating! Damn it, I should have dodged the other way. I'm gonna get hit for this. Alright, so I just need to lock in, go perfect mode. Simple, right? Jump dash. Alright. I accidentally pressed jump instead of dash. If I had gotten a little bit further, I would have tried using the ampules. But I know my stock of those is not nearly as robust as the others. I actually have a little bit more than I expected. Okay. Should we try another area? Nah, nah, nah. Ain't no way. Look at how much damage we was dealing. Yeah, so I don't have iframes to go through those claws, but sometimes through the bubbles. So, do I get projectile iframes and not melees? I guess, like, from a gameplay perspective, that makes sense, but, like, a game feel, it just kind of comes across as being inconsistent and strange. And ends up making the dodge feel worse after a while. All right. Yeah, part of the issue was just getting clipped so many times by the Shadow Clone Jutsu in Phase 2, which really ate like 3 or 4 of my heals, really. Whew. Damn it. I was trying to find the time to heal right then. I didn't expect to get swiped just running away from him like that. So I actually do legitimately have to jump. Hey, I-Man, how's it going? Grove Street for Life, welcome on into the stream. How you doing tonight? Why does this thing look so familiar, you wonder? It definitely does have some similarities to the Cleric Beast and whatnot. If you've played Bloodborne. So I don't know why, but at least on tonight's stream, the game menu, or the game is staying open when I'm on a different window, which is so much nicer. I'm playing terribly now. I say now, as though that's any different in the past 45 minutes. Damn, I've already spent that long on this dude? Alright, playtime is over. I'm kidding! See, that's what I get for not dashing for once. At least now I have that in my mind that I really should air dash. Oh, I thought... Okay. Thought he was doing the low swipe. Damn it! My animations! Okay. Oops, our logo. Man, the ads make you believe that you can lose your menopause belly? I believe in you too, bro. Why'd I? Ugh, the greed. I should have kept jumping. Oh. I need to read that attack a lot better. Now I'm like triple guessing where he's landing with that crap. Just this damn wall, man. I need to heal after his next attack. Or series of attacks, I should say. There we go. Damn it! I realized that was too late as I was already committing. This is way too many heals for phase 1. It's annoying. That was a terrible decision on my part. Should be phasing soon. I thought I would have been fine to heal after that. Apparently not. Okay. Damn it, I was stuck in my animations. I should have rolled toward him. Damn it! Why was that the high slam? Because I feel like if he's doing the low swipe, he still would have caught me. Man, the time to read those attacks is really tight. It's rough. Hey, Matt and Global, how's it going, guys? Welcome back in. This is like the Vicar Amelia and Moon Presence had a child. It's nice to know that Manfred spent the family fortune on chairs and chandeliers. Nah, he inherited all that. To throw balls. This looks like a Darkstalkers character you can't remember the name of? Man, it's been a long time since I've seen anything about Darkstalkers. Damn it! Alright. I don't even care right now. This is the same Manfred that did Blinded by the Light. This is the love child between Gwyn and Ocelot. Sure, Ocelot would have loved that. So this is... Oh, wait. You probably meant Osiris. Ocelot is the child. So, this is like what Osiris wanted for his child. Damn it. Well, I thought I was fine. This doesn't look easy. It seems doable to me. Like, I've gotten relatively close once. By close, I mean maybe like 10% health. Probably a little bit more, actually. Damn it. See, dashing does not actually save me. Genuinely have to jump that. He's got that Boros hair. He's got the Nameless King hair going on. Just doesn't have the crown. I guess I could dash then jump sometimes. I needed to jump. Right, my buffs are gone. Stupid bubbles. Tiny bubbles do not make me happy against this guy. They don't do it. Okay, he should be phasing. What a jerk. Ooh, he almost caught me. Oh, so I could just run toward him. Let's see. Silly. Whew. Thought I dashed into him. Can't see. I'm scared. All right. Not all right. I tried to dash into that. That was not smart. Please don't clip me. I'm out. We should get him. Curse Breaker. Defeat Manfred the Accursed. Oof. Infection purged. Promise broken. Corrupted Heart of Nycrux. Darkness shrouds the ceaseless hunt for power. More and more as their secrets were sealed, until a mere husk remains, frozen, twisted, corrupted, yearning to return to the well once more, once more. Was that... Did that have a lot of periods? Was I reading that weird because of that? What the hell? What was it called? No, those are commas, I guess. Some of them. Thanks for the GGs, everybody. Matt, you've gotten a bit further into Expedition 33. You think you see the appeal now? Sweet. You still think the UI is needlessly complicated, though? Honestly, when I was watching the trailer for Expedition 33 and I saw the gameplay, I was like, this looks too much like Persona. And it seemed a little bit busy, so I definitely understand where you're coming from with that. It's also really easy for you to get lost. Oh, really? I don't really feel like I felt that way, but I have a pretty good sense of direction. The times that I get lost, it's between deciding where I want to go next for the most part. All right, so let's go fight the real boss now. It's a chest. Celestial Larva Metamorphosis. Acquire the Celestial Larva. Quote, I sense a celestial shadow surrounding me, the air defiled by an imperceptible presence. Their will is divine, above all else. I yearn for understanding, to understand the wishes of the one who commands, to utter my devotion to the cosmos. Surely that is worth any price in the forsaken lands we now tread. I will do anything. We got the double jump. Oh, you get some cool celestial larvae wings. That's a pretty badass way to convey a double jump. Let's see how big and badass these wings are. Oh, man. And we can dash jump into a double jump and vice versa. That's always quite nice. Yeah, so now we've got the double jump. We can go pretty much anywhere, I'm assuming, for the most part. So before I loaded the save, it did say 57% complete. So we're a bit beyond halfway. I'm wondering if we got a big percentage boost for beating Manfred. Healing injections, sweet. I could use those. Ah, this explains that. So I could remove this pin now. Weird. I guess I need to go there. I mean, I don't need to go there, but just in terms of map completion, so I don't wonder what the hell this is later on. Hey, Chadwick, how's it going? You must be spending an hour on one boss. And now getting the double jump. Right, now this area is mostly closed. Or complete. Good enough. I really like the look of the wings. It's a shame we don't get to hover like Yoshi or anything with them. Might regret this. I shouldn't worry too much about actually clearing off every little thing on the map. Don't know how to control this fully yet. I did start fighting Biggie last night at the end of the stream. I only did a couple of attempts. I'm gonna hand it to the devs there. They played me. Good on them. They're like, oh, players are gonna double jump right here into these spikes. Moon Silverstone, alright, whatever. So we have the big jump over there. We also have the save point that way. I guess that's probably the fastest way for me to move around here. It's about the same, okay. Now we consult the map? Hell yeah. It's weird for the double jump to be the last movement tech to pick up. I know somebody said we had the full movement set, but I don't know. We could have something else. Makes sense. You guys seems pretty high level for any character to be able to jump twice. Right, so before going to... what do you call it? The manor. And leveling up a bunch, we'll just go all the way to the top. Oh yeah, now I just remembered. Whoops. Okay. We have all of the Banshee Lady Ghost places to go to now. Seemingly. I don't know where they all are, technically, because they were hidden areas before. But at least discovered 2 of them, I did. Wait, I don't need to go this way. Do I have any other question marks marked? Should probably go there sometime. And I'll definitely come back to go there. But for now... Who said you're lying? Maybe you're just sparing my feelings and concealing the Eldritch truth. Maybe I don't have the insight to read your full comments. Let's see if they say anything differently.
I am gratified to lay my eyes upon you once more.
Nope.
We must be vigilant. Now that the denizen of the Frosted Fortress has been defeated, Ladakh will become even more dangerous. My faith is with you, Eric. You must continue yonder, for you have further to tread on your journey.
Her inventory is most of the same. I have 3 of these left. Alright, cutting it. Oh, these are infinite now. Hell yeah. Baby. I'm tempted to buy a bunch of these things now. You know what? Who cares? And Meowlaser, welcome back in. How are you doing? Matt, you don't know how to make Zelda jump? In which game? Because with Smash Brothers, you just press up on the analog stick. I'm assuming you're not talking about Smash. Oh, maybe before leveling up, I should talk to the Witch of the Manor. You were just goofing? Okay. Okay, so we can't give her the other thing. I could buy another Demi-Shade ore, but it looks like we're doing pretty well on that front. Did anyone else spend forever backflipping and rolling around avoiding the chicken storm in Ocarina of Time in Lon Lon Ranch? It's a rite of passage to piss off the chickens.
I have never felt.
Oh man, she's never felt. That's terrible. With that horns, you did it in Kakariko. Blundered blade, still the same. Matt, you hate the full-on minigame in Link Between Worlds, where you have to survive for 1,000 seconds.
Cursebearer, you are audacious in your frequent visitations and wanderings. The reflection you see of yourself is one that is tarnished. I have witnessed many a nobleman destroy themselves, recruited by a congregation of ambition. They may be rich in wealth, but not in true intelligence. Only one place shall give you a true echo, a path which will grant you clarity, a path that's now solely known by one other, the cosmic voice.
That tells me nothing. Thanks, Melina. So, you guys heard it from here. We are tarnished. So we'll just pump up to 50 mind and then start going back in Vit, I guess. The expert. Raise any stat to level 50. Oh wait, was 50 the max? I guess. Just seemed sensible. Right, let's go back to Tiddlywink's Ossified Manor, whatever it's called. Uden Shrine. Is the other way faster, the clock tower? No, I think Uden Shrine. Yeah, okay. Hey, thanks for the congrats, Asenex. Oh, what am I doing? Don't need to wait for it to come down, just going up. So I understand it now that those dudes are essentially in double jump range, which is why they're so annoying. This is as high as I can check it out. That's lame. Alright. Then I thought there was a place... Oh yeah, down there? Okay. I guess I forgot that I could have landed on the walkway just like that. Oh. Sunrise Charm. Sought-after charms of peculiarity used to bolster the bearer with whispers of the divine power. Knowledge and utilization of such power has been studied by the Starborn for years, said to be secretly extracted from the might of those who claim divinity over the world. I'm assuming that's a fiery-based one. Yep, okay. I was hoping that charms would have added a little bit more variety to the game, I guess. Wait, I never went in there. I probably couldn't make it. Any place else? Wait, what the hell is this? Oh, I probably... I should have the key. I guess I never went there, huh? Couldn't you jump in Zelda 2? Yes. Pretty sure. It's been so long since I played that one, and that's one that I didn't play a ton, I think for probably obvious reasons. And yeah, Link's Awakening did have a jump as well. It's a lot easier going through the stage this time around. Alright. Can I dash? Well... Oh. It's one of the damn bomb doors. That's why it was unopened. So I'll remember that now, hopefully. I could put the dagger next to it to help signify that. Okay, so this area looks cleaned up for now. Okay, so we want to go to Leewing Village. Zelda 2 is great? I disagree. Ask next, Link's Awakening, it might be the best Zelda in your opinion? That or Between Worlds? My favorite is Link to the Past, which I know... Actually, it seems to have gotten a little bit more recognition somewhat recently. Maybe not like recently, but appreciation, that's the better word, not recognition. Regent's Gate? Yes. So his dialogue is the same in that he says nothing. Surprised we didn't find anything to stop the blizzard mechanic. Other than shelter. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to get there. That's probably what I... No, I didn't signify this? It's surprising. So don't forget, in 3 seconds. Have you ever played A Link Between Worlds? Was that the 3DS one? If so, the answer is no. That was like the kind of pseudo sequel to Link to the Past, wasn't it? No, I actually haven't played, I'd say like a ton of the Zelda titles. I missed a lot of them. Wait, what did I even just pick up? Something unimportant, seemingly. Between Worlds expands Link to the Past. Okay, yeah, that is another one. Okay. Whoops, I can take that one down now. I want to go back up there, I guess. I didn't mean it that way. I had a moment of panic for a second. I was like, can she laser me? They don't seem to laser upward. Alright, no Mario strats of going over the building, unfortunately. So I guess that spot's as clear as it can get for now until I go back that way. Awakening is the direct sequel to Link to the Past. I would disagree. I mean, maybe that's what Nintendo thinks, but they certainly don't feel like the same by any means. Okay, I need to go that way. Unborn child? Okay. Wait, why are you comparing Expedition 33 to Link's Awakening? Oh. You're comparing the ending to it. It takes Link to the Past freedom and pushes so much further. One of the first NPCs you meet is a weapon seller. None of the dungeons have weapon. You just use rupees to get them. Stella, you think fans care about a timeline way more than Nintendo does? Oh yeah, they absolutely do. Well, I should say some fans, because I don't think it's a controversial statement to say that the majority of fans probably don't care. The majority of fans don't care. That was unintended, but I figured I may as well run with it and make you all suffer. I also really liked Echoes of Wisdom. I thought that was a great game. It's a little bit weird though, because even though as a game I think it's extremely well made, it didn't quite feel like a Zelda game, but it also did. Maybe it's because I've gotten older. Maybe because you're literally playing Zelda. I don't know. Just didn't quite feel as whimsical some ways, but also it did. I don't know. Maybe this is more of a me problem than anything else. I feel like I probably wouldn't be able to get up there, so let me double check that room. Yeah, it says, why does everyone talk crap about Zelda's timeline but not say anything about the Mario timeline? What timeline? Okay, so I did get up here. I got up there, I vaguely remember. Okay. Then I think this area is good until I can come back down. I don't know. Matt, you haven't seen any official Mario timelines, you guess? I mean, I haven't really played much of the 3D Marios by any stretch of the imagination, but one of the differences is because Zelda and Link and their continuity takes place over very well established different times. And then it's like, well, how do these two characters keep recurring? Whereas Mario doesn't, from my knowledge, try to do that to the same degree in any stretch. So I guess I'll go to the chapel, the manor first, and then give the ink baby to the lady. And then maybe I'll start double backtracking starting from this area. So I got 1,000 Night Cruxes that time. So maybe it's incrementally increasing. Donkey Kong is what really makes the Mario timeline a nightmare to analyze? Oh, because they fought, essentially? Why does no one care about the Mario lore? I mean, should they care about the Mario lore? Because if they don't, you could argue that's on them. But I mean, you can't force people to care about something. Because if you could, then there'd be no war. No internal conflict. Or external conflict. No conflict, let's just say that. Well, I guess you could still have, like, conflict with diseases and cancer and whatnot. The hell am I talking about? You think Zelda has more interesting lore in general? Hey, we got another babby. Miyamoto seems to hate when Mario games have stories anyway. Why can't Zelda games operate like that? Because they try to say that they don't operate that way. And you could even go so far as to argue that they actually do operate like that. What the hell is that? Is this a bomb thing? No. Now I'm like doubly suspicious of whether or not there's a statue with a button that I need to press again. Zelda has references to the older games, and hence there's a timeline, but then you get things that contradict that timeline. And that's kind of what it is. Like, from what I understand, there's not really a conflict of continuity between any of the Mario games. Except, Mario Kart, technically? I don't know, man. But also, in the canonicity, or I should say, in the canon of the Mario games, it's been established that they're all playing parts in a play. So any type of discrepancy that you find can literally be explained by them just all being 2-bit players on the stage of life. Making much ado about nothing. So apparently, nothing was a euphemism in Shakespeare's time for sex. So if you're making much ado about nothing, you're making a hullabaloo about sex, allegedly. Which does make me wonder, retrospectively, if that other line was innuendo as well. Mario 2 is directly a dream? Well, Mario 2 might not be canon. Because it was, Doki Doki, I think, first. I always forget where it actually came from. 50% of Shakespeare's sex jokes. It's probably a good estimate of that number. Okay, so this area is going to be cleared. Oh yeah, we need to go all the way up there. Joe! I was reading chat. Forgot there were spikes here. What game are you playing again, Robbie? Damn it. I guess this way is technically faster. Mario 2 is Doki Doki Literature Club. I knew it! Doki Doki Panic. I was almost like, can I just hop through these guys? And then I just had the recollection of me trying to do that and immediately being body blasted back into the spikes. So guys, my scientific research has paid off. Had a hypothesis, tested it, learned, and most importantly, I learned. Right. Oh yeah, and then that's how that went that way. Okay. Do you make Kojo Dream Factory? That is kind of how that can be translated, yes. Welcome back in, Mo. You're playing the Surge. Okay. So earlier today, I got recommended a video for a game that came out 6 years ago by Inti Creates. I was like, oh, this game looks like it could be interesting, but it also looks like it could just not be that good. I wonder which it is. And then when I saw that it had released 6 years ago, I was like, oh, since I haven't heard about this in any capacity, it's probably not that great. Which might be unfair, I don't know. Hey, we got another baby. Sorry for being late. You're sleeping? Oh, no need to apologize, bruv. It's not high class. The language is just outdated for Shakespeare. Yep. Okay, so this is the spot. Doki Doki Panic was a tie-in as an advertisement for the Yume Kojo event. It's the Hunter's Mark. That is kind of effectively what it is in this game. Oh, these dudes are kind of tankier than I expected. How did I not hit that dude? The hell is that? Sister of Sacrament. Do we have another? Okay. Alright, I think this build must be pretty good at this point. Oh, I have to hit these, that's right. I was like, what is going on? So we have 2 of the 4 symmetry thingies. NT Crates has put out some good games. I don't think it would probably be a bad game, but it was one of those ones where what they had put in the trailer looked fun against like one enemy at a time or like one thing on the screen, but there wasn't enough going on to know if it's going to pan out super well beyond that. It was a game that had like dragon in the title. I don't remember exactly. It didn't look bad. It looked interesting, but yeah. NT's put out some good games. Chadwick said, NT's like Platinum. Everything they make is great. Not everything they make sells well, nor is cared about. Feels bad. Did the Blast Master Zero games? No, absolutely not Dragon's Dogma. NT Creates did not make Dragon's Dogma. They're literally doing it for the love of the game. So, do I need to double jump? Oh, yeah. Okay, that way. This is where the lady was, wasn't it? Yeah? The dancer? Who got to dance and then disappeared forever? She left her friends behind. So we don't dance? Glad I go out of my way to pick up all these Demi Oxide bullets that I use constantly. Actually, let's just keep going straight. Dragon's Dogma was good, but the second game is so bad. I heard really mixed things about the second one, but I wasn't familiar enough with the first to really understand what was going on about that. That's dirty. They put that in there so early in the game for you to be like, oh, what could this be? It's literally just one healing vial. It's not even a special healing vial. It's not like Yosefka's vial. I was excited to check out what that was. What the hell is this? Matt, they also did the Gunvolt games, which are great, but are too hard for you. I've been looking into Gunvolt. Like, they do look fun, and part of the issue is just finding time and being a bit of a frugal guy myself. Where I've still got some unplayed games in my Steam library, but I don't like to be the type of person that just has thousands upon thousands of dollars in unplayed games in there. This is the spooky graveyard. No, this is that. If I like Mega Man X, I'd like it. That's kind of what I figured. And I'm a pretty big Mega Man X fan. Honestly, whenever I play a game like this and it has the double jump in combat like this, I do mentally compare it to Mega Man X4 and X5 when you can be Zero with the double jumps and his melee stuff. And I don't think that this game feels quite up to that level as far as the combat goes. But this is also not really a platformer quite the same way. The first Dragon Dogma wasn't really talked about, but it gained love over years as its mechanics were ahead of its time, but the second one felt cheap and lacked impact. Feels bad, man. Hey, Fake Love, nice to see you again. You tuned in and thought I was playing Ender Lily is on minimum settings for a second because the map is the exact same layout. Oh, man. Have you heard about this game, Fake Love? It's pretty cool. I think you might have just heard me talking about comparing it to Mega Man X4 and X5. But I've been enjoying myself nonetheless. The writing is kind of terrible, though. I can freely admit that much. It's no BG3. So that's as much as I can do there. What is this? Oh, now we can go to the High District. I'm like, where do I even go next? But, backtrack city, essentially. Oh, I can reach that. How come I didn't reach that? Wait, no. Wait, have I not been here? Oh, wait, what? I don't think I could have made the jump that I just did a moment ago, right? That's what it was. And how is this area on the map? How did I get here before? Is it just connected to this? But anyway, I don't know. You've never played a Mega Man game, so that's no context for you? Oh wow, that's wild. Robbie, you've played most of the Mega Man games, as well as Mega Man X besides Mega Man Zero or Battle Network. The Mega Man Zero games are pretty good. I think for being on the Game Boy, or was it the DS, they're really good for what they are. But I feel like they definitely would have been better if they were on the PlayStation hardware or PS2 hardware and whatnot. Not to be unfair to them. I probably need to dash there or something. Ooh, that's head scratcher, so we might have a level that's even higher, I guess. I should probably be respecting these enemies a little bit more than I am right now. I was not actually expecting to come to a properly new area. Wait, do I have to jump off these dudes somehow? No. I just need to get good and stop crying. Alright. Hey, Phantom Leaves, welcome back in. Fake Love, Marvel vs. Capcom was always your fighting game. Aren't they getting remade again? Or I thought I saw some news about that. Oh, he was good in Marvel vs. Capcom? Okay. Fake Love, that was only because your roommates tortured you with it? Because they didn't want to lose in flight sims against you? Robbie, you've only beaten the first Mega Man that's on the regular Nintendo? I would definitely recommend getting to at least Mega Man 3. You don't have to play Mega Man 2. It does have some iconic stages and whatnot. And one of the best themes in gaming history with Wily's Fortress 2.0, but Mega Man 3 is where you start getting the more advanced mechanics, like being able to dash / slide around. And then they progressively added more things, like being able to charge up your Buster Shot as well. And it's just kind of cool to see the evolution of the series over time and what they kind of figured out, what they could pump out of the regular Nintendo, I suppose. Okay. Global, apropos of nothing, Augur isn't awful after you learn how the fight works. You could say that for most of them, but I feel like Augur would still just be a very slow fight, which makes me not want to do it. I may have chosen to switch to this weapon at the wrong time. Okay. Well, we have a double jump now, so hopefully this isn't as bad. And there's only one of that lady. I guess fighting these things now should put into perspective when I should have fought those dudes in that other room the first time around. Didn't let me jump. Damn it. Okay, I was out of position. I was going to go try to heal. Wait, we had a temporary checkpoint? That doesn't particularly help me none. So I was just moving around. Matt, you're hoping they'd fixed up Blasphemous 2 by now, but your map is all glitched out? I don't remember having too many map glitches. I played it when the DLC was first just released, and I know they're still balancing things. Did they not get that done for you? You can double jump in Death Stranding for no reason? I didn't know that. Matt, you say jumping attacks... Oh, this is going the wrong way. You say jumping attacks as a mean of avoiding them is underrated? Yes, but I don't think the game does the best job communicating when it's advantageous to jump a lot of attacks. So don't blame players for not jumping more often. And some players just might not have enough experience fighting bosses to know what attacks they should be jumping. Because sometimes you just need to have the experience and learn. Kojima likes fun, he's a visionary, but apparently he doesn't like his players having fun. FromSoft players have roll hardwired into their brain. You ain't wrong there. Alright, here we go. Now I've got better things. Could do this. This might be better right now. Yeah. Because the flying dudes annoy me that much more. Oh. Their charge doesn't look that dangerous, but apparently they hurt me while running. I'm like, why are these dudes so annoying this time around? I must have froze them or something the first time. Should have known that he was dashing. Oh. Oh my goodness, I almost just died. So we had 4 rooms worth of danger here. Did I poison her with dark? Not so tough when we do it that way, huh? So I believe just 1 more to go. And then I'll actually need to remember how to get over there. Dodging the Adele slam with the jump feels rad. I like dodging the double slam that he does with the rocks coming out from underneath him and then being able to attack him between those. Once you learn you can jump almost any ground AoE, it's awesome. There are some which look really goofy, like Bale's nuke. The fact that you can jump over that just is a visual mess. Oh yeah, I need to get to the top here now. So I think I must have just been skill issuing before. Are enemies usually this tanky, or is this a special fights? Oh, in that gauntlet area, I might be a little bit underleveled technically, I guess. Maybe not so much anymore. But some enemies are that tanky. Like, the bosses have been really tanky sometimes. I don't know if I can even get that. Maybe I need to do it the other way. Where I jump, dash, jump? No, that seemed even worse. Aha. Hopefully I don't jump into the pit. Hey, another baby. So this makes 3. So I think when we turn this in, we'll have turned in 7. Alright. So basically that gauntlet room is guarding a bit of a special treasure later on. So that's why it's tougher. I came and I fought one of these special treasure rooms way early in the game, and it took me like an hour to try to clear it because I was being stubborn about it. No regrets. But yeah, these dudes don't, in most areas, don't seem to take like 4 hits to kill. Wait, who is this? Theodora. I don't remember what she's about. Have I not talked to her each time I've walked through here? Wait, why is she still here on the map? She's in the manor now. That's weird. That must be a bug. Roll through a nuke, sleep, parry a nuke, real stuff. Hello, girl. Alright, so we can go down. What area have I not been to except for that locked gate room? So how the heck do I unlock that then? Come on. Come on. I love that typo logo. So you're 85% on your way to $100 Metal Gear Solid 5. It's got that thing on layaway. I guess here and down here I can check out. Why did I not check the top of the... Oh yeah, this is why I did not technically check the top of there. Very well. Alright, Ask Next, you have a good night. Take care. Go to the right. Still surprised that that's a death bit. Disappointing. Actually, before I forget, I'll give the babies to the lady. I guess I may as well level up since I'm here.
I feared I would not lay my eyes upon.
200 that time.
I feared I would not lay my eyes upon, or hold such a...
200.
I feared I would not lay my...
200. I've given this... Oh my goodness. Have the candles been lighting up progressively as I've been handing in the babies? So have I given 8 and I still need 12 more? Wait. Alright, so 12 or 50 is not the max stat. I kind of want to start leveling up other stats, but I mean, why do that when they don't give me focus or anything? Yeah, int gives me the same value for leveling that up. Hold on, maybe it doesn't. Yeah, mine gives me the same value, if not more. Reverse waifu scoliosis? Are you talking about the level up girl or the baby carriage lady? We got to talk to this guy. Doubt he'll say anything. Aldrich.
We cross paths once more. To what do I owe the pleasure?
Inquire about salvation.
What knowledge do you possess about the salvation? I recall another spoke of such a place.
It is said only one claims to be capable of such an event. They brew their power in a formidable fortress. Be warned if you dare to venture there, for it is a treacherous and complex journey, easy to slip away into madness and darkness. Though anyone who dares to make that journey is duly rewarded.
Alright, so that had a typo where A was listed twice. That kind of stuff definitely annoys me because that's just some attention to detail. You'd almost think that somebody could have given a bug report, and it's like, why is that not fixed? Maybe nobody has, and I'm just being an old man yelling at the clouds again. I don't even interact with this. This feels so different. What am I missing about this room? Oh, I should recall that some places you enter in from the back. Probably shouldn't care about that spot. Although it would be annoying if that's where the fourth coffin thingy is. Wait, am I sure that there's 4 coffins? I'm pretty sure. So I guess down there is all I have left to go to. Oh no, there's an elevator here. That one goes up right there. No, it'd be really cool if these ladies could drop their umbrella and you can get that as a weapon or something. I was just thinking to myself, there's not really a ton of incentive to kill many enemies because they don't tend to drop anything that's super interesting. And speaking about mechanics like that, I was just thinking about this earlier today, that it feels unduly punishing to have so many penalties for being heavyweight in the FromSoft games. And that perhaps an interesting way to balance that would be that if you are wearing heavier armor, you get more poise beyond just like the value of the armor if you are at certain weight thresholds. So that way you could trade more freely with enemy attacks, I guess. If you were super heavy armored or medium armored versus light rolling. Because then if you're harder to knock down, it could open up more of a different playstyle. But of course that's easier said than done in a vacuum. That's right, guys, I am in a vacuum apparently. Did I go down there? I think I literally just went down there and forgot to double jump in that room. Yeah, what? Nope, that's as high as I can go. Okay. So I'm assuming the same will be the case below. All right, Robbie, you have a good night. Thanks for joining us. I do have some ideas of where I could go after this. Okay, so we are missing one coffin worth of things. See, these are just dim for no reason. So I should probably go that way, I guess. All right, we'll take the elevator, go all the way up. Stella, did you miss anything exciting in the last 10 minutes? Gameplay-wise, not particularly. Sorry. But we did discover that Logos is putting Metal Gear Solid 5 on layaway. Alright, so we're gonna go to the city. I should just call it Upper Cathedral Ward because I don't know what it's called. Oh, Upper District. Close enough. Then I'm going to take the elevator back down and then jump across that bridge that had annoyed me before. And I'm assuming / hoping that the area that I want to go to with the final coffin will be that way. Uh-oh, checkpoint. I can't believe I'm being ganked. There's only 2 dudes this time? Okay. Those exploders. Oh, that's right. I get her. Huh. I hear no bell. Okay. So just don't jump in that third phase into random explodey types of enemies. Discovered what Blade did. Phantom, you're replaying Nine Souls again? Is that a good one? I haven't heard anything bad about Nine Souls, to be fair. Oh, wrong room. So it's the fourth phase that I need to worry about. Could you stop stabbing me, you little children? Alright, I was ready for some extra phases there. It's super good, but it's parry-centric and pretty grueling. Okay. Global, you're currently playing Bomb Rush Cyberfunk. It gets an A for vibes, nice big homage to Jet Set Radio. Okay, I think I've seen trailers for that and passed that on to friends whom I know are really big Jet Set fans. I never played that, though. Matt, you can't seem to handle parry-centric games? Fair enough. It's hard to make it feel good for a lot of people without it also feeling like a bit of a foregone conclusion. Really tough to balance the parry mechanic. Nine Souls was another one that was too much for you? That's why? Okay. It's tied for your favorite non-Metroidvania. So I'm going to take a stab in the dark and assume that Hollow Knight is probably your favorite then? Kind of wish I could move my cursor around and choose the save points manually sometimes. You didn't know you do love Hollow Knight? Alright, so then what is your favorite Metroidvania? It's probably tied, but you like the combat and the story more in Nine Souls. Interesting, you like the combat more than in Hollow Knight. I was very pleasantly surprised by the combat of Hollow Knight. Global wonders if it's Castlevania. Or, I guess, Cattlevania? You know, that'd be a really clever gimmick for a Castlevania game. Just call it Cattlevania. You play like a cow or a steer or something. Like another cow's treasure. Taking a bit of a snooze. Without a license. Powder of the Damned, Combustion Powder, Blue Hemolymph Stone. Okay, at least we got 4 chests. I was going to be angry if we only got 3. Ooh. The Devourer of the Betrayed, melee weapon. Legend states this blade emerged from a complex ritual of the Daughters of the Night Tide, invoking a dark power. The blade replaced by a layer of rust and corruption, more resistant than any mortal material. Discovery of similar blades was made on a seabed near Erlim. The Black Halls restarted the study of the union of this power with Nightcrux and were able to harness it, but they became corrupted, seemingly consumed. Magnetic Bomb, Moon Silverstone, Starving Essence. Nocturnal Charm. Sought after charms of peculiarity. Knowledge and utilization of such power has been studied by the Starborn for years. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. This is really good because the spells that I've been using have been dark in their... Wait, what? Focus. Okay, and health. That's fine. I could use that rather than electric resistance, essentially. Or that 10% increase in health actually seems pretty damn significant. I know it's just a percent, but I'm kind of surprised. I forgot to hit the walls, didn't I? So Matt, it's hard for you to pick a favorite when all of the Igavanias exist. You've only played Symphony, but Hollow Knight was better. Okay. Fancy believes your favorite non-Metroidvanias are Hollow Knight, Nine Souls, and Ori 2 for different reasons. Oh yeah, that is right. I still have not played Ori and the Blind Forest. I want to, eventually. And that also reminds me that I still need to play Celeste. I got that one on a really good sale. And the creators of Ori and the Blind Forest are also working on No Rest for the Wicked. It sounds like it's in a bit of a rough spot for now, but I think the devs are kind of really excited about the next update. The next big update, I should say. And I think they're going to add co-op or something into it. And so I might play No Rest for the Wicked when it hits that point. I know it's in early access now, and it's always a bit hit or miss with early access titles. I like how the jump issue affected that second jump there. So let's check this stuff out. Why is my inventory still like this? Probably because of the weapon. Katana. So this isn't even a great one. It's just a normal katana. Oh, a heavy one. My fault. Look at that dark damage. Dex in mind. Ew. It's kind of the same moveset. Oh yeah, what's the skill do? Perform a dash attack, leaving an explosive trail of dark energy. That actually might be really good. Depends on how much damage it does, I guess. 40 is a cost. I don't know. Global, you still recommend Rain World? You know, I said how I feel about the aesthetic, but do you think I'd dig it? Mao, you think Ori's more of a visual thing than a gameplay one, to be honest? Have you played it? Because I think it got a lot of accolades. Wow, it's interrupting me. That's sad. Because it sounds like there's more to it than just visuals, I guess. Wait, Devourer restores focus on hit? Hold on. That's a tiny amount, but I mean, that'll add up on a boss fight. Because even if that just allows me to cast my other spells more, that's fine. Dark damage does, so even buffing a weapon with the dark powder works too. I didn't know that. They don't explain any of that. Area 1 is a lot of puzzle platforming? Yes. Okay, so I was actually going to come toward this way regardless. I forgot where that elevator went. No wonder why I felt that there was a way to get down there. It was just on a different map layer. Okay. Oops. So I'm going to travel to the other side of Mithrin Gall real quick and then go through the goofy little gauntlet place to the left. They have the weird demons. Which I might not want to do with this weapon, to be fair, but we'll see. Ori, Hollow Knight, and Rain World are lumped in YouTuber Juniper Dev's category of little white guy games. I don't think I've actually watched any of Juniper Dev's videos. I saw one of her thumbnails that was talking about bots, which looked interesting, but I didn't take the time to watch it. Oh, you poison with this as well? Okay, so maybe the base damage isn't all that important. How many ticks was that? Hold on, if that's like 8 or 10 ticks of damage. So that looked like 8? I can't see, okay. Maybe 9. Maybe it's a variable. I don't know if they... Maybe they don't stack for sustained damage. It should be a really good way to balance that. I think I could mess with this weapon. Bonk. Wait, it deals more damage than my whip? My whip that's already upgraded to level 2 and actually scales with these stats a bit better. 116. 92. That is crazy. Yeah, I might end up using the Dark Blade. Hold on. $78 plus a bunch of random numbers. Well, let's say we do 8 ticks of 4 damage, so that'd be 32. So we do roughly 110 points of damage. We just did 122 without the buff, which is probably a significant thing to consider. 179. But this is like level 5, isn't it? That's probably not fair. Bro, I think the Dark Blade might be extremely good. It might be able to be comparable to this with... What am I doing? With some investment. $154 is essentially my max damage. Although the freeze effect is nice. So ice does have utility. This gives me focus. It's nice to feel paralyzed by choices. And I get to use an edgy katana for extra weeb points. Mal, you still hope I'll play After Image? Give it a chance? If that's the game that I'm thinking of with like the super busy visuals, there ain't no way, bro. Just give up. Ain't no hope. I know this is the last faith, but gotta lose it. Did I play Metaphor? No, I don't like the visuals of Metaphor ReFantasio either. For what it's worth, even though I really wanted to enjoy Persona 5, I didn't like it. I think some of it is just not being a fan of that kind of combat with the and one system or whatever it's called. And maybe Metaphor is different, but I just wasn't... It just didn't capture me. I need more money. Is after image the one with the girl with the white hair? I don't remember off the top of my head. It just looked like super vibrant and bright and kind of like a loud Hawaiian shirt. The visual's not that busy. Let me look again. After image. Let me try to mute my sound for you guys real quick while I look at this. I guess I could have just muted the video. Okay, so the frame rate's bad. Maybe this is a me thing because I've got other stuff going on. Yeah, like to me, this just like hurts the eyes. I do not like the art of this at all. Like it might play fine, and it probably doesn't help that there's so many quick cuts in succession. But to me, like, these designs kind of look like very unnaturally shiny and reminiscent of a mobile game ad. And it's just not for me. I'm a hater. Matt, you played it. You'll vouch for it. Metaphor clears Persona 5 any day. Even P3 Reload clears Persona 5. Yeah, my issue with Persona 5 wasn't necessarily like the actual gameplay as much as it was the pacing. It was really bad. Chadwick, how is the Switch store this crappy? How? Bro, I don't know. I think they only allow it to run with like the dedicated Switch operating system bandwidth of memory or something. Because it is just hot garbage. The P5 pacing at the beginning is abysmal, too much bloat and dialogue. I kind of unironically joke in a serious manner that I put 40 hours into Persona 5 and I still wasn't done with the tutorial. And I say that it's a joke, but it's kind of really not. Like, I kind of got through what they consider the tutorial, but they just keep throwing in random tutorial crap. And I was like in the 3rd or 4th castle by that point. All right, where was I going next? Oh yeah, to Katarina's church. Matt, same though. You were on the 3rd palace thing. Same experience. Oh yeah, it's been a long time since I talked to her. Ooh. Oh, she ain't done told me nothing about them danged sepulchre. At least we have more demi-shade ores from her if we need to keep upgrading our shadowy weapon. A sister's note. I must find the one who has taken on the great burden of these lands, for my sisters and I need salvation. The rest of the note is obscured due to a pool of church candle wax. Well, they're lucky they didn't burn the room down. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I forgot to unmute. Dark Moon Charm. Hey, it's Gwendolyn's charm. Whatever. Chadwick, the game you were looking for doesn't exist, so once again, the Switch gets tossed in the junk drawer. What were you looking for? Hey, now we get the dark damage. Hey, heck yeah. Oh, that might have also been contributing to the damage that I was doing with that. I didn't even think about that as a comparison point. So I guess if I want to compare the DPS of both these weapons, I should just take off the charms and then do it that way. Chadwick, you wanted to play Strider 2014 again, or even Strider 2. No such luck. What systems did Strider originally come out for? Oh, right. The Ghost Ladies. Now I gotta go back to the Goofy Castle. The Roman place. Glad that they marked this lady off with the NPC icon, because I never would have come back here. Well, I might have, but it was a fluke. Esk's right eye. Some have heard whispers of a path to the cosmos and its keeper. Their soothing voice a comfort to the one who dedicated his life to rid the world of the Junus ministry and its leader. A mere glimpse would never be enough. So did we get both eyes now, technically? It's on the arcade, Genesis, NES, PS1, then 3 and 4. Really? The Bioshock 1 remake and Bioshock 4 are in development? Hell, I have not heard that. Esk right eye. The other one was a spell, wasn't it? No. Whatever. So now I might have even more random places to visit. Okay, she's gone though, so maybe if I look at my minimap, I'll find more of them. That's the guy. Oh, well, I'll go back to the castle. Alright, Mao, you have a good night. Take care. Yeah, I didn't know there was going to be a Bioshock remake either. I never played the original one. Nothing really against it. I didn't have an Xbox. Where am I going? Hall of Mirrors. I wasn't sure that it'd be the type of game that I was actually going to get into, though. Like, nothing that I saw from the gameplay made it stand out to me a lot. But I've heard that the Bioshock, you know, first game or two was very well regarded. So maybe I'd consider checking out the remake, but I don't know, man. Already got a big enough backlog as it is. I was interested in Bioshock Infinite from what I saw from the trailers and whatnot, and then I heard that that one did not meet the hype. Hydra's Tower! Oh, yeah, the thumbnail dudes. I didn't even think about these guys. They're angry. I'm not dealing no damage. So I'm dealing 119. They're not taking tick damage. This one. Oh, he got me. Oh man, I'm doing no damage to these gents. least the one on the right is kindly dropping his head every once in a while. Okay, the left just did as well. Oh, I got one. What did I just walk into? I guess a fireball. I guess this is a Hydra. Maybe I should just stick on one side and regret that choice later. So I'm dealing 115 normally. How much was I dealing with the dark? Oh, right. Magic. Get that back. Just walk into the enemy. 119. What the hell? So I don't need to buff with the dark. Ah. I didn't double jump. They're cheating! Heal. Should probably heal again, huh? Oh! Damn, okay. This kind of makes it interesting. Granted, I wish these dudes weren't as tanky, but I needed to jump. I was wondering about that. I misread that one. I misread that. I should have known better. Whew. Oh, I thought it died. Oh, I landed on it? I didn't know I could do that. Try to jump into that. YOLO! Oh my goodness! I just picked the death! No! I oldened. The ol' node. The ol' node. That's what we call content. Oh man. I think I literally ran out of enough magic to just deal the one final hit. And then once I got slammed, I don't know. Just misread it. Bummer, bro. It's fine. I feel pretty happy with how much progress I got that first time around. Oh. See, there's nothing visually to show what that was. So he must have off-screened that somehow. That's what I get. I walked into that. I just dashed into those. Oh my goodness. Come on, bro. It didn't let me do a good jump for either of those two jumps, which is damn annoying. No, I should probably be using my full magic stuff. My magic restoration devices. I didn't know where to go to be safe with that combo of attacks, to be honest. Damn it, that was the wrong button. I mean, it was the right button, but it was the wrong item. Do something there. I misread that. Oh, I'm still hitting him. Okay. I didn't know that worked that way. Oh. I have no idea why the hell that worked that way, but that was kind of amazing. Oh. Not again! Insomnia. Defeat the Harbinger of Nightmare. Phase 2? Okay. Nightmare dismissed. You are dismissed. Who the hell is that guy? Is that me? Is that you, John Wayne? Oh, we got the actual other eye. Okay. Esk's left eye. No. Esk's secret acquired both of Esk's eyes. No stature or office can shield the heart from its own harsh vice. A passion ravaged by adversity and used as leverage. The head of the Junus ministry lost his confidant, but harbored a deeper contempt for the one who saw beyond, humiliated and dangerous. I hate how many like fragments and incomplete clauses there are in this game. It still sucks that I got poisoned to death, but I guess this dude must have been Esh. Let's see what that actually does for us. Said to grant vision of the truth. Now, I don't remember what item said that you need to see have both eyes to see the true things. I was a little bit surprised that I almost beat that boss my first try. Alright. Sully, your opinion on remakes is generally do something new, even if you fail, at least it's different. Like the Suspiria remake, that you weren't a huge fan of it personally, but you appreciate they tried different stuff. For me, I think one of the best remakes that I've played so far is still the remake of Saga Frontier 1. Because they took the things that the devs wanted to implement in the first version of the game and actually implemented them, which is such a cool move. And then having in like the emulated double speed, such a nice quality of life feature. They really paid attention to detail for stuff like that. I still need to play the Saga Frontier 2 remake. Weird. Another cursed thought occurred to me when you guys are talking about having a Metal Gear Solid movie. Timothy Chalamet as Liquid Snake. Well, I'll take your bet and raise you directed by Timothy Burton. Which, I like Timothy Burton, but you'll end up getting like the Batman Returns of Metal Gear movies. For better or worse. I need to pay attention to the candles as I give this baby to her.
I feared I would not lay my eyes.
Alright, it did light up and we got 200. Damn, so I'm only like halfway done, huh? Yep. Alright, so this game is actually a lot bigger than I was expecting it to be. Well, I guess I did gain like 5 or 6 of these little dudes. So maybe it's not super crazy. Do I need to take the plunge and level dex? Oh wait, no. I need to level my weapon. Running low on the demi shades. I'll probably just go ahead and buy them from the shopkeepers now. You know what? No, that's dumb, because I could always just get more experience later. Starting leveling up that accursed dex stat. You haters. The irony of picking the class that had the least to do with all these stats. Guess I wouldn't really need instinct anymore.
I am gratified to lay my eyes upon you once more.
Maybe I should talk to Katarina after getting the Esh thingy. Hello. Jailer's Key. A possession said to be exploited by souls of mystery. The bearer of this key shall enter whence the celestial whispers come, and the gateway amongst gnarled ancient flora. There is talk of a curious presence, haunting and confused. The 4 walls where she ponders, a refuge. We saw Furiosa. I've not seen that. Logus, you didn't even see Mad Max? Wait a second, which one? All of them? All of them? Okay. I kind of feel like the first one is actually easily skippable. Because it doesn't really feel like the other movies are truly connected into that one. But they're pretty fun watches, honestly. And the newer Mad Maxes are really, really good for what they are. So I'm going to go back to this place because we got the key for the jailer. And that might be tied to what's going on here. I don't know. Matt, you've accepted the fact that the Zelda games aren't your thing anymore, at least not what they're doing with it now. Did you try Echoes of Wisdom? Because to me, that felt like the most modern take I could have ever imagined for a Zelda game, or the most modern take for a classic Zelda game. Hell yeah, Jailer's Key worked. Because I could understand not being interested in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom and feeling like you've outgrown the series. But if you've not played Echoes of Wisdom, I give it 2 thumbs up. You've not played Echoes yet. Okay. It's a bit of a different vibe because of the way the mechanics work, but it legitimately feels like a classic Zelda game in a new engine. I hear the Switch 2 performance is much better than the performance for the original Switch, which shouldn't be a surprise, but there were only like a couple rough spots, which may have been patched since I played when it came out. Chadwick, you submit that Breath of the Wild is a great game and a junk Zelda game. You know, that might be a pretty fair take, I guess. I've not played Breath of the Wild, but I could get the vibes of what you're saying at least. Stella said, Echoes looked fun. You kind of liked how creative it forced you to be. Yeah, that is one of the things that I really enjoyed about it. It felt like Echoes of Wisdom would be a really fun game to play multiple times and try to break it. Like, I was legitimately shocked at how easily I could maneuver around the world within like the first hour of playing once I got through the very beginning tutorial stuff. And while certain parts of the map are locked away from you, they really did not hold the player's hands the way that I would have expected them to do it like in previous titles. Man, Echoes of Wisdom with like a legitimate dark world to go through would be super badass. I guess it kind of already had one, but we didn't. Oh no, this is going to be a cursed comment, but I'll say it anyway because it's kind of funny. Because we did get to play as Bunny Zelda. And for those of you who didn't play Link to the Past, like, what the hell is he talking about? Link could transform into a bunny when he went into the Dark World originally. Logos, to you, Breath of the Wild is a great beta test, but Tears of the Kingdom felt like a real game. Phantom, you liked Echoes a lot? Hell yeah. If you peel the world Zelda off of Breath of the Wild, it would have been just fine. The issue is you don't know how... Like, it's kind of hard to onboard players to a completely brand new IP. Because that's kind of how I feel about Dark Souls 2, to be honest. And I think if Dark Souls 2 was titled something else, it would have been like a legitimate complete failure. And only like really adored by a much clickier niche than currently exists. He's got a gun! Vile clergyman. That dude looks cool. Huh, they squeak. Ah, vanilla moveset. So 7 hits to kill one mob, that isn't super big. I might not be meant to come here yet. Which I guess that wouldn't be... No, because I got to the Katarina thing. I don't know. I don't know. Obviously, I don't really care where I'm supposed to go, canonically. And exploring is always half the fun. I'm liking the vibe of this, though. He's cheating. Oh, that's not the scary one. Giant of Sacrament. Wait. Oh. I was like, how did I get more healing items? Because I'm looking at the wrong one. Which reminds me, I should buy more of the ampules because we have a limited amount to purchase now. This doesn't feel like much of a shortcut at all. Link to the Past was actually just Sailor Moon. Heck, maybe the Dark World is on the moon. Brings up a good point without horns. Bunny Zelda, Playboy, or furry? More like furry. You just like the story being doled out in memory flashbacks that you can find in any order? Everyone else was a monster, Link was just a rabbit. He's got the pure heart, yeah. They were chasing the open-ended nonsense of original Zelda 1 with Breath of the Wild and it didn't pan out super well. Hey Mothcrab, welcome back in. There's no shrine on Shrine Island. Ah! Wait, Moth's been here the whole time? He's just been lurking? That's fine. Matt, you get annoyed that both you as the player and you as Link know exactly where Zelda is, but still have to go through the quote-unquote ceiling war Demon King thing with every companion. In Tears of the Kingdom, Shrine Island was actually based on Spirit Island, and the English misnamed it, you'd think? Interesting. Obviously I've not really cared to look at Zelda lore in any regard, so I couldn't really chime in on contextually important things. But it sounds like there's a lot of maybe not, I don't want to say like things lost in translation, but I don't know how else to describe it so well sometimes. But it seems like a lot of things could have fallen between the cracks of the Zelda games, which wouldn't surprise me very much because of how limited space they had in some of the original games and whatnot, and I don't know. Like, I think a lot of the conventions that we take for granted now weren't as established back then. Maybe that's probably not a good way to phrase it. I think, I don't want to say like well, maybe I should just say like some of the localizers may have been careless with some of their treatment of synonyms for terms, which is super easy to fall into that kind of trap. What the hell is that? That thing looks cool as hell. That is the wrong spell. Oh, this dude kind of reminds me of the Blasphemous guys in the big church. Hallowed Priestess of Sacrament, or these dudettes. That explosion effect is kind of funny. Like, why they gotta explode? It's hard to have faith that lore clues are intentional, especially between the games. The reason why we know it was supposed to be Spirit Island now is because the other name spots around it and what they're direct references to. Metal Wolf, did your previous message get removed? Not by me. If you are on the chat yourself, you need to switch it to live chat instead of top chat, because YouTube, for whatever reason, thinks the best chat system is one that doesn't show you all the messages by default. Which might make sense for videos that have like hundreds or thousands of commenters, I guess, but it's annoying that I can't set a default on it for you guys. So I could level up maybe once or twice. Seems spooky. Eerie, even. Ominous, perhaps. Oh my goodness. The good news is I only need to beat these dudes once. The bad news is we might have multiple waves of this. I need to heal. Alright, these ones I can handle. Unless Oh, maybe I should use the freeze weapon. Whew. Echoes of Wisdom was kind of weird for having Zelda make smoothies. It seemed oddly targeted. I mean, they're always kind of kid games. For me, the smoothies weren't nearly as bad as Stamp Rally. That was kind of annoying and silly. It's like, this isn't a... What do you call it? Not Homecoming. Pep Rally, not Field Day. Not Class Reunion. The Japanese thing where they have like their school festival. It's not like it was one of those. No field theme. Ganon's barely a character and has no lines. One of my favorite Zelda characters, which is kind of criminally underrepresented, is Ganhim. Oh. I was ready for another phase of that. Okay. Dark Comet Charm. Isn't that just Ganon? Yes, but no. So Ganhim was the wizard dude that was kind of possessed, or what's the other word than seduced? Non-sexually seduced by Ganon and his power. Plus 5% healing from parry, plus 20% parry damage. Interesting. See, that's the kind of cool stuff that I think there should have been more of so far in the game. There was an article by a lady claiming Echoes of Wisdom was sexist for making Zelda drink smoothies. Sounds like rage bait. Wait, I've got a lot of currency now, so I'm going to go back to the place, level up, and then use whatever I don't level up with to buy healing things. You're just glad we got Sapient Deku again?
Such a treasure you have in your possession. The eyes of one who saw all, yet whose soul could not fathom all that it witnessed. He was of stronger mind and heart than you. No one is ready for what is beyond the sight of the naked human eye.
She's not going to say the final line? There are certain secrets that must be left alone. Alright. So, just buy as many of these. But yeah, as many of these as we want. Alright, so now we've got a pretty good stockpile of those. Deku over Korok any day. Damn it. I have to go all the way down. Wait, do I go all the way? No, yeah, maybe I do. Chapel Alcove? Temple Inner Chamber. Why is this... I guess it makes sense for it to be this far, like this way, but I don't know. I don't like how the layout works for this so far. Especially, like, this is so silly having to scroll manually all the way down here. Can I press left or up or R? Nope, none of the shoulder buttons. Whatever. But there's a locked door here. Daughter of the Damned. Healing injections, okay. I got blunder busted. Those iframes, though. Oh man, thought that was about to reach me. Don't necessarily feel like fighting everything, because these things are tanky. That's what I get for moving around all willy-nilly. Did he hit me? What a jerk. I need to stand still when I'm bleeding. Okay. Like the aura effect on me, minus like the red. Let me alone. Huh. He ain't freezing. Damn it. I was wondering if this would go there. Blue hemolymph stone. I'm assuming that's the big one. The Walren family crest. Leonardo Walren gifted Ladakh his family emblem, though no one is certain why. All that is known is that he trusted Ladakh implicitly, and after Leonardo's disappearance, the crest soon followed, consumed by Shadow, a new manifestation fabricated by one who has seen past the veil. Is that not a stigma? It just said key item, right? Oh, reveals another mystery. Okay. Moth, you hope that we stop calling things that are not AI, such as procedural generation. People don't know the difference, and I think part of that is that we've been using AI as a shorthand for so long that the genie's out of the bottle. Weird. So I don't get to regenerate my jumps. What? I like have to keep spamming it? Maybe I need to do it this time. That's weird. Okay. You should not have to be video game donkey to make jumps in games like this. Why does this exist? This would piss you off? This is the kind of thing that make you quit a game? There are a couple janky jumps in the game. Sometimes I don't know if it's because I'm doing things the wrong way. But since I have seemingly all of the movement text so far, that really did not make that much sense. I think this might bring me back to the beginning. Okay. That one was weird. At least, like, I wasn't having to deal with enemies while doing that thing specifically. Grok, is this true? Yeah, that ship has sailed. Is there something here now? Got a spooky lantern. My lantern. Alright, so the save point is a little bit out of the way. I'll go back. There were several accidental soft locks in Link's Awakening centered around frame-perfect jumps. Oh, really? That pissed you off for good? Wow, that's kind of fair, though. Because that's not one of those games that's very forgiving on that front, if I'm remembering properly. Stella said, when the generative AI bubble pops, the tech guys will start explaining differences. I mean, it's already too late. Like, the fact that I say that I have to deal with enemy AI in games like this in Mario already shows that we're kind of beyond that, because it's not really AI in the technical sense of the term, but it feels, how do we describe it? It feels like these guys are given a pseudo intelligence, that they're not completely mindless. Like, that's part of the illusion, even though they are. And it's not as though these are learning and they're not really intelligent, so we've just been referring to them in a kind of a mistaken way for too long. Too fixed, perhaps. What the hell is that? I know I just came from that way. I guess I could heal up now. Metal Wolf, tomorrow's your mother's birthday, and to celebrate, you're going to see the Fantastic Four movie? Nice! I hear that that one's actually not terrible. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. I think I watched part of that other live-action Fox Fantastic Four movie, and I was like, this is kind of dumb. And then I turned it off. But I feel like that about a lot of superhero movies, but there were definitely some real duds back in the day. Which to me, even saying back in the day feels a little bit too late. So go to the right. Nanny. Where the hell is this on the map? Is this just a super glitch? Why does it keep going up? They're trolling me. Stella, which one? 2005 or 2015? Probably 2005, because I don't even remember 2015 Fantastic Four. Was Johnny Steve Rogers or Killmonger? I don't know. Logo said one day we'll not be able to distinguish what's true and what's fake, and the internet will be flooded with fake content. What do you mean one day? That day is today. It's already happening. Seen videos of people posting fake backgrounds to things and asking people to tell like what's AI and what's not, and kind of can't unless you spend an inordinate amount of time looking and paying attention. But just the fact that if a customary glance can't make things obvious for you, then we're all in trouble. Because ain't nobody got time for that. Already down to like 63% for detecting AI images. Ugh. I don't think there's anything else to do in this room. So I'm assuming I must be getting bamboozled here, and I need to explore what's at the top of that area. So I guess I have to do the goofy jump again. It was very nice for them to have these cages here, because this room would have been a lot worse. Going the wrong way, aren't I? Kinda, sorta, not really. Damn, we're already at 28K. Gotta tell you what, just give AI a bit and it'll start doing auto translations of ancient Assyrian and stuff like that. Okay. Alright, so I guess we're done here. Which is kind of a feels bad moment. Did I ever hit these walls? I probably did at some point. It's gonna bother me if I don't double jump. It does annoy me that there are sections of the map that can't be filled out so far in this game. Logosi hope robotics gets better soon as well. Chaddock says, the monkey paws curling and running out of fingers. That's a death pit? Okay. So we have 2 levels to work with. Keep pumping up that mind. Oh, I meant to pump up Dex, whatever. We got more babies, didn't we?
I feared I would not lay my eye.
Oh, we got something. Infant's Blessing. An artifact unwittingly created by the northern nobility from the bodies of their own babies in pursuit of absolute dominion. These children, the unborn of the midnight aristocracy, are preserved experiments, this particular limb rumored to belong to one of very few. The power permeating this unique weapon may be mighty, but is one only a few seek. Infant's Blessing? Looks like a fist. An icy strike to damage and disable enemies. Ah, it is a punch. Wait, how much FP did that cost? 11! We might have another cool spell. Pun intended. That was not intended, but it will be now. Well, if you like Ronnie's overworld sprite more than her main one when you interact with her, I should keep calling her Melina. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel as well. Like, the actual environmental pixel art is really good, but these ones are just kind of okay. Like, I mean, this is nice, but maybe it's just like the face feels off. Like, her dress looks nice. That's not a hat, it's an umbrella? Correct. She's not actually Ronnie. Lady Helena. She does call us tarnished, though. Yeah, this art is fine. I don't know. I feel like it's really, really hard to make exceptionally exquisite pixel-based character portraits.
I am gratified to lay my eyes upon you once more.
But I do think that these are still pretty damn good. I wonder if that little girl is still lonely. Maybe she wanted to play with my eyes. I don't know.
I have never.
Let's talk to the Manor Witch lady. And then, you know what? Maybe there's something hidden up at the top of here that I wouldn't have considered. Nope. Chaddock, you want there to be digital markers to tell people what AI is? I don't think... Well, I appreciate the idea. I don't know how helpful it'll actually be. Not saying that it shouldn't be done regardless. Perhaps I'm just a little bit too cynical.
We cross paths once more.
Just want to double check some of these rooms. That's an interesting point as well. The digital marker exists, people wear it on clothes and commit crimes. I guess, I mean... Even if that actually did pretty good damage, 400 some for one punch. One punch! Wait, did that give me iframes? That might change things. Anyway, so if we have markers on videos, I guess people could technically do crimes and add markers to them, but one of the issues with that would be that they would need access to the original footage, which doesn't really seem likely. And you could always find people for doctoring stuff. But perhaps that's a bit of a slippery slope. Speaking of slippery slopes, there is the tower up there that I have not been able to double jump to before. I'm going to check at the top of this area just for the peace of mind. Why did I stop attacking? I really wish you could cast the spells in the air, though. Like, that's kind of a really big bummer. Punch his lights out. Unborn baby? Cool. Did I ever go to the Banshee place? I did not, did I? No. Oh, but I have a double jump now. Maybe I come back from the other side with the Banshees. Wait, can I not make this right now? I did come back from the other side, so I'm not as worried. That's the Banshee room. I wish there was like something closer here to make use of. I guess we have that. Chadwick, you're not interested in giving more power to corporate knobs? Come on, they could use some more. So did I technically lose a jump by doing that? Hold on, I need to find a platform. I guess that makes sense that I'd be losing a jump. Because of course I would be. Oh, sweet, the poison got her. Pseudo poison, tick damage. Alright. It's not a matter of if, it's but a matter of when. True. don't know if I can make this work after all. I mean... And how else do I get there? Unless I teleport in here somehow. Did I miss something in the big building? I did get a key. I don't think the key that I got was for here, but I guess I could check. Or maybe I should do this. No, because I'm way too far away. You know, there's absolutely no way. Gonna be stubborn and try at least once more jumping this way. Yep, nope, definitely not making that. Oh wait, was that even the wrong spot? That might have been. I'm not making that jump for sure. I guess I'll go down to the bottom, and if I don't find anything here, I will move around. Ah, that's what it is. Keep forgetting. Alright, so I did get another baby at least. I go turn the baby into the lady. I don't think I'll get any more treasure. Well, other than like 200 runes, but... If you guys are ever arguing with people that are talking about end times, you should just take them up on that offer. And bet money whether it will or won't happen, because either way, if the end of times are upon us, what good will your money be? And if the end of times are not upon us, then it's just easy money. That part's all good. That part is relatively all good. There might have been something else to look up here, but I don't think so. People have been saying the end of times is coming for a while. People have been saying the end of times has been coming since there have been people. Since the beginning of times, and even at the end of times, they'll be saying it. Somebody's gonna be right eventually. That sucks. Stella said, some people want to think they're living in the apocalypse so much. Is the idea the world will go on after you that scary? For some people, yeah, absolutely. Some people can't handle death and oblivion. It's a very taboo subject, especially in the West. Okay, so I think we're all done here. Did as much double jumpy stuff that I could around there. You teleport elsewhere. So the only places that I haven't really checked are the underground. It has been a while since I've come this way. So I'll put myself here at the gates of Heirloom, so that way hopefully I'll remember to check this stuff out. But anyway, folks, I think this is a decent enough stopping point. We got one boss done within an hour of play, and then we did a bunch of exploration and managed to fight the thumbnail boss, which is pretty cool. I kind of like that as a Hydra boss. It was pretty interesting mechanically, I think. So anyway, we'll be going live again at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as per usual, so hopefully we'll catch you all on the next one. Until then, take care, stay safe. LastProtagonist out.